hope that everybody is kind of doing as okay as can be expected. I know this is a very unprecedented and scary time. For me, Disney and the Disney parks have always been my kind of one guaranteed area of solace. It's always something that can kind of help soothe any anxieties or worries I'm currently experiencing. And it's incredibly scary to now also have kind of like that safety blanket gone. But I'm still gonna try and upload videos as regularly as I can, kind of as much as my mental well-being allows. Especially now, I think it's incredibly important to maintain these type of community connections that we have. I'm so thankful to have this kind of audience and community online. I think it's comforting to know that there are others out there that are experiencing and feeling the same things that you are. So if you don't comment regularly or haven't commented in a while, it'd be nice if you could say hi or just kind of, say how you're doing. Because for the time being, if we can't have that physical community connection, I do think it's especially important to maintain these online ones. So hopefully these videos can kind of continue to be a little mental break and levity, but the actual video today is going to be focused on Disney style. My Disney style has definitely evolved throughout the years. I'm going to link to a video I did reacting to a whole bunch of my old Walt Disney World vacation photos. When I was quite a bit younger, I was definitely decked out in a lot of Disney gear, but then as time went on, I wasn't really wearing a lot of Disney themed stuff in the parks. Currently, I'd say for my Disney style, I really enjoy either like parks related merchandise or like small shop type items, but I don't necessarily always like super loud in your face stuff. But back in college, I was actually really into DisneyBounding. So with today's video, we have a little bit of a split of some old and new Disney style. I have a package from Thread Tank, which features some Disney themed t-shirts, which are really kind of my current Disney style aesthetic. And then I also went and dug up on my Tumblr from like 7 years ago some of my very old DisneyBounds that I did. So we're going to be starting off with more of the new, kind of my current style. This is a package from Thread Tank. They design and print graphic tees in LA, and they've now come out with a Disney-inspired t-shirt collection, kind of aptly named the Never Grow Up collection. So I think there should be 3 t-shirts in here to check out. This kind of a very satisfying, like, brown paper bag tile opening. So I've got 3 t-shirts here, and you can see the slogan that they kind of have on everything is "Stories You Can Wear." These tees are all very nicely packaged up, so I'll take a minute to take them out of all the plastic. Okay, so this yet doesn't show the t-shirts themselves, but this shows the different colors that they come in. All of the t-shirts you can choose between either this black, this gray, or this kind of maroony red. So all these designs can come in these 3 different colors. I'm going to start off with this t-shirt that I'm most excited about, and this is a Churro Crew shirt. I am absolutely obsessed with my churros, and as I mentioned in a video before, I now can really only enjoy churros on t-shirts. In about a week, I'm getting tested to see whether I have celiac, and if I don't have celiac, I either have now a very, very strong wheat sensitivity. So I'll have to say so long to the real churro foods, but I still love to represent and show my churro love on shirts. So I got this shirt in a really nice lightweight kind of heather gray. I love how you have the churro text written out as if it were made out of a churro. And what's really awesome about this and kind of with the rest of these shirts is that they are nice and Disney without being in your face. So I chose the heathered gray for this one because I thought it would look pretty perfect with my churro ears. Then the next t-shirt is also Disney food inspired, showing some love to Dole Whips. So this shirt has a little Dole Whip float and says, "Whip it real good." I'm slightly peculiar in the sense that I love the taste of pineapple, but I hate the texture of pineapple. So Dole Whips are absolutely perfect for me. They're also perfect because they're dairy-free and I can also eat them. Plus their aesthetic is also awesome. I got this t-shirt in kind of like a dusty red or maroon. I thought it kind of matched really nice with the design. I love the subtle tropical notes of this one, and also perfect for some subtle Disney style. And then for this one, I'd of course have to pair them with my Dole Whip ears. Then the last shirt, it is not themed to food, but it is themed to the movie Up, and it says, "Adventure is out there." I like how this is a little bit different than the super conventional like big cluster of balloons. It just kind of has a few balloons up in the clouds, and I think the typography is super pretty. So this again is another shirt that I think is perfect for everyday wear. I really like it in this dark gray color because I think it would be fun to style it with some colorful or patterned shorts. And I think Up is such a great movie because it always tells us to live our best adventure. So although I know I've criticized those new balloon ears in the Disney parks because they look very uncomfortable and heavy, I think that they would be so cute to wear with this shirt, or otherwise just any really fun colorful ears would be great. So those were all the Disney inspired thread tank shirts that were sent along to me. I'll link to the website and each of those shirts in the description. They also made a coupon code where you can use Emily10 to save 10% off your purchase, and that's just a straight coupon code. So I'm very excited to incorporate those shirts into kind of like my everyday Disney style wear, but then you can also really style them up to wear in the parks. So those shirts are a really good idea of what my Disney style is like now, but back in college, I used to be really into DisneyBounding. So these following images are going to be a little bit embarrassing. You'll also be able to see how much the quality of like mirror selfies has improved over the last 7 years. But back in college, I used to love Tumblr. I spent so much time on Tumblr. I couldn't imagine a day going by without being on Tumblr. And now it's been forever since I've been on Tumblr. But back then, that's really where I was kind of like more active in and participating in the Disney community. And DisneyBounding got its start on Tumblr. DisneyBounding was still kind of newish at the time, and I went to a small liberal arts college in Wisconsin, and so DisneyBounding was a really fun kind of secretive way for me to incorporate little bits of Disney into my everyday wear. DisneyBounding has evolved so much where there are people who are so dedicated to it will spend forever putting together, you know, the perfect outfits. But for all these bounds, these were purely outfits that were already existing in my wardrobe. It wasn't anything that I tried to go out and assemble pieces to put together. So these are definitely not the best Disney bounds, but they at the time made me feel really good. So this was the first Disney bound that I found on my Tumblr, and I was bounding as a very simple Snow White. So this is kind of where you're really utilizing a lot of color blocking. I just had super basic yellow shirts. I think my blue shirt was actually a Chicago Cubs shirt, but with the white jean jacket, you couldn't see that. And then I knitted for myself a little kind of red bow, which is really the only thing that kind of brings it into Snow White. But I know later in time I did super similar bounds to this where I kind of had a nicer little lacy blue collar shirt. But you know, we were starting pretty simple back here in 2013. So apparently I was doing these Disney bounds for myself as kind of a Walt Disney Wednesday every month. And the next bound that I did was a little simple Minnie Mouse one. So the thing that kind of makes this bound are these, they're not really yellow, but they're kind of like this yellow lime green Converse shoes that I had. And so that obviously kind of perfectly puts it with either, you know, Minnie or Mickey. I had this all over hearts sweater that I got from Forever 21. And then it's a little hard to tell in this picture, but I had this little black peplum skirt. That's when peplum skirts were much bigger. I think that was also from Forever 21, and then just some simple black tights with it. So again, you know, this is kind of just like very simple, fun little bounding to have in your everyday life. I also did have a Mickey Mouse themed phone case. And so the previous photo, I took that in my dorm room. I had a mirror there, but this photo was in one of the practice rooms. We also had a conservatory of music at my school, so I was able to take voice lessons. So I think there is another practice room selfie coming up. So then we have this bound, which I actually still quite like, and it was themed to Wreck-It Ralph. I lucked out where I had these pieces that kind of worked well for Ralph, which is the only reason why I did a Disney bound as Ralph. It's not that I particularly wanted to emulate that character, but I had kind of like these dark maroon jeans, this sort of plaid-ish top, and then I paired it with kind of like a teal blue camisole underneath. So as is kind of the pattern, simple bounds, but I still quite like this one. Okay, so this next photo is a little bit embarrassing. This is a little bit odd pose. It's a little bit extra because I brought my little mini stuffed Olaf with me into the practice room because I was planning to do this themed photo. So hopefully you can guess in this one, I am bounding as Elsa. My caption on this photo was, decided to do an Elsa Disney bound today with special guest Olaf in honor of going to see Frozen for the 3rd time. So I really was quite big into Frozen. So with this one, I had some navy blue Converse. I just kind of paired it with some jeans. Then I had this longer light blue tank, and then over it was this little flowery lacy sweater. To match that, I also had painted my nails like an icy blue, and then in my hair, I had some blue and white ribbon. So, you know, not a bad outfit if you're gonna go see Frozen. And then I have one more photo that I wanted to share, which kind of cycles it back because this is almost the same as the mini Disney bound that I showed, but except this time it's Mickey Mouse because instead of a skirt, I'm now wearing pants. So again, with this outfit, it really was that really simple touch where I can add on my yellowish Converse to this outfit, and then instead of just being a top with black pants, it kind of becomes Mickey Mouse. So that was a little look at some of my DisneyBounds from back in the day. The DisneyBound community has grown and changed so much that, I don't know, for me, it's almost like intimidating in a sense because there are so many people that go so full out. But I really would like to get back into doing kind of more simple bounding like that, where if I have pieces that I see in my closet, it's kind of really easy to put them together. And with DisneyBounding then, it always kind of felt like my little secret, like I knew I was dressed up as something. And so I do think it'd be nice to kind of get back into that. But I'd be really interested in knowing what camp you fall into. Like, do you like to wear kind of like the Disney branded or Disney inspired gear? Or do you like to do and really plan out DisneyBounds? And I think now especially it can be something very beneficial to express your Disney style in your daily life, to have something that kind of like is that little extra spark of joy. But hopefully soon people will be able to be back in the parks expressing their Disney style. But thanks for watching!